Here again for another video today, and we are back with our OHL Draft of Glory franchise mode. And in this one, we'll be simming through what I believe is season number 4 of this series. Crazy how we're already in year number 4. We've been moving relatively quickly, which, to be fair, I'm happy with. And we've been getting decent progress and decent prospects, so I definitely cannot complain. Now, as you can see, Cole Perfetti is our highest overall player. You know what? Let's look at the team first, and we'll look at some other things, then get right into the episode. So, this is going to be our NHL team for this season. Obviously, our first line could be an actual second line in the NHL. But apart from that, not a great team. We've almost got a full team of players that we've drafted. We're just missing a few forwards. I believe we just need to get rid of Matson and Weiss. So this coming off season, we'll be able to sign some more players of our own, and then we'll be able to move on from signing all these players, and then we should be able to have our own team or our own roster in the NHL. We've got a full decor. We've got goalies. We just need to get rid of Weiss and Matson. Saying that, though, we do have a couple of NHL legends, obviously, in Dale Weiss on the team. I'm kidding. We've got a few legends as well in the AHL. We'll get to them in a minute, though. So our top line is going to be Mason Wolf, Cole Perfetti, and Quinton Byfield. 3 medium elite forwards we have drafted. So Mason went 4th in the 2022 draft, so that was a good pick from us. Perfetti, I chose him 5th in the 2020 draft, and I chose Byfield 4th in the 2020 draft. Now, they're getting a +1, which is really nice to see, because obviously I would say they're a second line, line, I guess, in the NHL. Probably by the end of the season, they could be considered like an actual first line. And right now, Wolf is a sniper, playmaker Perfetti, and power forward Byfield. I kind of want to see if I change Perfetti to a two-way, just out of curiosity to see if it will give that line a +3. If it doesn't, I'm not too worried. We're just going to try some things. We'll experiment around this year. So our second line, instead of evening out the lines, having Byfield as that second line C, I kind of want to do this. I just want to see what I can get out of production levels from that top line of Wolf, Perfetti, and Byfield. Because you look at Wolf, last year he had 62 points for us. He almost had 40 goals in his rookie season. Perfetti last year was also his rookie season, and he won the Calder Trophy for us. He had 71 points. And then you look at Byfield, who was playing on the second line, only had 41 points. But I believe he was playing with Bitton and Levin, so he didn't have the greatest wingers. So now I kind of want to see maybe having him as a winger would be better. All 3 of these players are listed as centers. Realistically, I could have Perfetti as my first line C, Wolf as my second line C, and Byfield as my third line C, which we could do in the future. We'll see when the time comes. I don't want to do that right now, though. So that second line is also getting a +1, and David Levin, Liam Howell, and Samuel Bitton. Bitton isn't great point production-wise. Like, he only had 10 points on the second line last year, which kind of worrisome, but, I mean, realistically, he is a middle 6, maybe bottom 6 AHLer. At least where his overall is right now. So, I mean, the best player on that line is Liam Howell, who's probably a first liner in the AHL. So he's actually almost, ready to be that NHL forward for us, which hopefully will come this season. Our third line is Merrick Burka with Evan Vierling and Avery Hayes, 3 players that we have drafted. As well. They aren't getting any boost in overall, but it's a relatively good third line. Obviously, would be much better in the AHL, but we're not going to worry about that. Then we've got Dalton DeMarchi, who's another one of our draft picks. We've got our medium bottom 6 in DeMarchi, low bottom 6 in Hayes, low top 9 in Vierling, and low bottom 6 in Burka. So we'll see. Actually, let's check these ones out as well. High H or medium AHL top six for 11, not great. Medium top nine for Liam Howell, not bad. And then Samuel Bin, medium AHL top six as well. Now defensively, we've got a pretty good defensive core, I would say. And I'll explain in a second, but here are the lines. Victor Hadfield will be playing on the top line with Riley Webb. So we've got a lefty and a righty. Layden Moore, who, fun fact, I actually saw. I saw play the other day with the Oshawa Generals. So if you guys didn't know, I just moved out to Oshawa for school. I'm currently studying sports management at Durham College. And I'm doing that to, actually do what I'm doing in these videos in the future. Be a GM to a team. Obviously, I mean, we'll see what happens, but anyway, because you never know. But I was actually volunteering with the Oshawa Generals, and I was helping out, or I was helping out there. I was on TV a little bit. I got to see some of the players, and I obviously got to see them play, so that was pretty exciting. So yeah, Lane Moore will be playing on the second line with Cole Fraser. And again, that's a relatively decent second pair. Like, our top four in the NHL would be a really good top four in the AHL, so can't complain about that. And they're all young. I mean, Frazier and Webb might not get too much better, but Hadfield can still grow. Layden Moore can still grow. I mean, their potentials aren't great, though, either, unfortunately. Hadfield has the highest potential with a medium bottom six. Or medium top six, sorry, I should say. Webb with a medium seventh. Layden Moore also a medium top six. And then a medium seventh from Frazier. But our bottom pair, Marcus Gretz, who's up to a 77 overall. So, as you can see, our two highest overall are on the bottom pair. In Gretz and Braylon Duncan, who we somehow got fourth overall. Yeah, that's the third, fourth overall of the series that we've drafted. That is a medium elite prospect for us. But he seems like a very good defenseman, a two-way defenseman. He was projected to go like second overall. He somehow fell to fourth for us, and we were able to scoop him up, which I'm so thankful for, because that really advances the D-core a ton. So we're going to be playing our bottom pair together, or we're going to be playing our two best defensemen on the bottom pair, because Gretz, he's a minor top two, and Duncan is a depth defenseman, so he's almost ready to be that NHL defenseman. So we'll keep them as the bottom pair, which hopefully should be a relatively decent bottom pair. Obviously, we still don't have a great team, but we'll see. And then we go to the goaltending, which I am very excited for. Kari Pirinen is listed as a backup goalie, which is tremendous. He is he's 22. Sorry, I was looking at his number, and then I was looking at his age, because I was going to talk about his age, so I said number 22. But no, his age is 22. He's a medium fringe starter, and he's grown tremendously for us. Obviously, didn't have the greatest season last year for us. He did make his NHL debut. This year, I hope he will do better. Obviously, he's a higher overall than he was last year. And backing him up could be our franchise goaltender, high starter potential Lawrence Lobb, who is 20 years old, obviously 2 years younger than Pirinen, and only 4 overall lower. So by the end of this season, who knows, Lobb may be the starter, Pirinen could be the backup. But I suspect that these will be our NHL goaltenders for years to come. I would assume Lobb would be the starter, Pirinen would be the backup. Now, I could send Pirinen down, but I believe he would play in the CHL, so I don't want that. So we're going to keep him up in the NHL. Now let's take a look at our AHL team. We've got Ethan Taylor and Dennis Fitz, two players we've drafted who are our goalies. A relatively decent goalie tandem for the AHL. Now we don't really have anybody down here apart from some defensemen. We don't have a single forward to look at, but this is what I wanted to say to Trevor Lewis, Brian Gibbons. Who else? Brett Sutter, Peter Mueller. I thought it was Patrick Mueller. So again, what I wanted to say, we've got some NHL legends down here. But we get to our defense, and this is what really matters. Daniil Chayka, Jesus Christ, I messed that one up. Medium top four defenseman. He was the best potential defenseman we had before we were able to draft Duncan. For Guelph last year, he had 60 points in 66 games. Jesus. But he's AHL ready, minor top six defenseman. So I'm going to be playing him in the AHL. Ooh, I might do that, just because +3 to our top pair is fine. I don't really care about that, but it'll give Chayka some or less time on ice, but it'll really be able to round him out, so he'll be able to thrive with the ice time he's getting. But at the same time, I kind of just want to keep him on that top line because he's very, very important. Obviously, he should be a defenseman that would make the NHL lineup for us. Like, our future top pair could be Chayka and Duncan. I mean, anything could happen, but... so Bianchini is also a player we've drafted. 21 years old, medium top six, 64 overall. I mean, an AHL defenseman at best right now. And that's really it. Those are basically the only players. We've got those two defensemen, our two goalies. That's all we got to look at. But luckily enough, Chayka and Bianchini are getting a +1. And then more NHL legends in Chris Russell and David Schlemko. All right, guys, those are the teams. I need to take a drink. My throat is dry. Sorry, that was just a lot of talking for me. Jesus. I was not ready to talk that much. So really quickly, oh yes, actually, I wanted to show you this. Let's look at the captains and jersey numbers because I want to show you who are our captains. Right now we have Cole Perfetti, who's an assistant, Quentin Byfield, who's an assistant. Obviously, two of the first players we drafted, and the first ever player we drafted was Victor Hadfield, so he's obviously wearing an A as well. But things could change, obviously. But I'm not naming a captain yet. I don't want to. We will in the next few years, but I'm not worried about it right now. I want to see, out of curiosity, who is expiring this year that we'll have to re-sign. So Howell, Frazier, Hadfield, Webb, and Levin. Okay, we'll also have to re-sign sign Halishuk and Green, two very good prospects for us. And a medium top six for Halishuk, and then a medium top four for Green, respectively. They're what is it? I guess their pre-ELC runs out at the end of the season, and then we've got a bunch of old players we'll have to re-sign. Samuel Bitten we will re-sign, but yeah, then we've got a bunch of players we don't need. Oh yes, this guy as well. I gotta show you this guy. So Rob Ortiz was a player we drafted in the 3rd round of the 2022 draft. And he is a medium elite prospect, so obviously we want to try and grow him as much as I can. I will sign him at the end of this season. I believe he was a 50. Yeah, I think he was a 50 overall out of the draft, and in the first year he grew 12 overall. So, say he does that every year, he should be NHL ready relatively soon. And we've also got Ludwig, who we'll have to sign. Let's check the goaltenders. Is there anybody? Hillman, who we will have to sign, which I will, because 72 and 19, even for a fringe starter, that's pretty damn good. And then Lewis. Oh, yes, I signed an extra goalie because I thought we'd need one, but we didn't. Another NHL legend in Jonathan Quick, 37 years old right now, getting paid $18.93 million. Yep. He was the lucky one to get a very, very big contract so we could reach that minimum salary cap level. Now, let's go and check out the draft class. Let's see who is in the O for us to draft this season. Anybody? Oh, there is someone in the top 3, because obviously we might still be able to get a top 3 or top 4 pick. We aren't a team that should be making it anywhere near the playoffs, anywhere near 500. So Russ Medano could be on the horizon. We will obviously pin him, and to be fair, I do want him scouted. I want to see... Hello, game? Okay, let's see, someone that's got a good scouting rating for him. Anybody higher than a C? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well... That's a bit of a problem. I guess we'll go with Dude, Gallagher, I just want potential and comparison, yeah. Sure, I guess. Oh, there's actually two players in the top four. Ooh, that's really interesting too because if there's another defenseman who's a left-handed defenseman, meaning if Norm Mackenzie is a left-handed defenseman and he's medium elite out of the draft, we will have two medium elite prospects, which could be huge for us on the back end, I should be saying. Which I will let him be scouted again. Well, I don't know why everybody's so low. We'll go for potential in comparison. Lionel Porter can get him. Kingston Frontenac's Tristan Hale, another defenseman going in the top 10. All right, well, we've definitely got some options. The first round of the OHL this year looks very, very good. Out of curiosity, I was going to say, who's the first goalie to go? Mason Brookbank. Again, we'll pin him, and we'll scout him to see what his B minus. Let's see, is there anything better than a B minus? No, that's the highest one I've seen so far, which is kind of ridiculous because all of our scouts are region accurate of A or A plus for the O, so I don't know why those are so low. But we'll have those three players. Have a close eye on them, I should say. So let's sim to the preseason. We'll sim through the preseason first. 16 minutes into this episode, we're finally going to get something done. Looks like this one might be a long one. Sorry, guys. Let's check out the preseason. Let's see how we do. And as we sim that, I'm going to take another drink. My throat's really, really dry. Okay. Can we get a one win? No. Okay. 7-0 in the playoffs. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so there was an update that came out today, which I knew about, but that's sick. In the calendar now, you can see the standings. That's awesome. It'll sim through. That's sick. Well, that's awesome. So now you'll be able to know constantly. Well, isn't that sick? Oh, you can also press Y to go to today. So say I'm 6 months down the line. Say we're at the deadline, just curiosity. Press Y, brings us back to where we are today. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, look at that. Franchise mode, getting some cool things out of it. I do really like that, showing the standings, actually. I think that's pretty sweet. Mason Wolf led the way. Not bad. I did not mean to click back into the calendar, but that's really cool. Props to you, EA. I really like that improvement. Well, it's not really an improvement. It's just kind of a here you go kind of visual. But no, I enjoy that one. I think that's kind of sick because then we can always see the league. We'll see where we are in the league. See maybe we're bottom of the league. If we are bottom of the league all year, I guess I should say. Now we're gonna sim through the first game of the season because why not? We're playing against the Boston Bruins. Blech. I'm kidding, Bruins fans. You guys are great. Truly, though, you guys are good fans. I'm just a Maple Leafs fan. That's the problem. Although I don't hold grudges against fan bases because of who they like. Nicholas Backstrom playing as the Bruins. We got outshot 23-4. Oh my God. Piernan, props to you for only letting 4 in on 23 shots in one period. Honestly, Jesus Christ, though, that's unreal. 6-0. Shots are 44-12. Hey, Liam Howell gets the first goal of the season for us. We got outshot 59-16. Yeesh. Yeah, we are still quite a ways out of competing for a playoff spot, as you can see. That is unreal. Oh my God. Boston, Jesus Christ. Liam Howell, though, point per game. Oh my, that's crazy, bro. Jesus. Well, we're just gonna sim to the deadline, and at the deadline, we'll check out the draft class. We'll see what we have in store for the OHL players. So I really like that because now we don't have to back out to see everybody's standings. Although how fast it will update, I'm not sure. Hey, look at us go. We got a win in the second game of the season. We lost our home opener, though. But we have a win on the road and a win at home already, so that's nice. A lot of road games to start off the season, actually. We are currently bottom of the league, and we went 3-7-0 in our first 10 games. Obviously, not great. Although 2-8-1 for Arizona, which means they are actually worse than us. It hasn't been able to get through a full cycle, which is kind of an issue. Realistically, you won't be able to get through a full cycle unless it's like the All-Star break, because unless you have like a week off, you won't be able to get through a full cycle, because every time it goes to your game, it will just bring you back to your standings. But it's cool how it updates you every time you play a game, so then you'll know in the standings if you move up or down after every game, which is really interesting. Obviously, we are 3-20-1, not a great start to the season by any means. Maybe having Byfield on that second line is better, because I believe we had a better record than this last year, but I'm not sure. To be completely honest with you guys, I really don't remember. 10-14-4 for the Maple Leafs. We actually lost them in a shootout, so clearly they are struggling a bit. Although we've only got 12 points in 32 games, I would highly imagine we are currently the worst team in the league. I'd be very surprised if we aren't. Also, the Atlantic is a very competitive division right now. Central's pretty competitive as well, but the Atlantic, wow, that's crazy. There's like a 12-point difference from first and last, so really it's still kind of anybody's game, especially only being in January right now. Because you know what happens to teams that are last in the league in January? They win the cup that year as well, logically. Jesus. Go St. Louis. So proud of Pietrangelo and O'Reilly, two of my favorite players. Got to raise the cup this year, so I definitely cannot complain about that. Love those men so very much. And on that note, I'm going to take another drink. This water is doing nothing for my throat. It's just extremely dry, and I do not know why. It's really weird. I mean, I haven't really ate anything today. I wonder if that has anything to do with it, but yeah, well, we're almost at the deadline. First trade of the season, Jordan Eberle to Arizona and Edmonton. Wow, Eberle and Edmonton were in LA. Interesting. I wonder if LA is selling. Let's see. They aren't in our division, so we can't see yet. Detroit gets a second, Troy Stetcher, and a third for Tyler Bertuzzi, a third and a fifth. Interesting. Cole Lind, what a legend. Let's see what's his overall right now. I don't know. He's actually playing in the NHL right now, though. He's 25. Damn. 79 overall. There we go. I was gonna say I don't actually know what his overall is, but I'm not gonna claim him anyways. I was just curious. And a 744-2 record. You love to see it. Anthony DeAngelo and John Hayden to Edmonton. A center and a defenseman they definitely need, but a center for a second and a third to the Rangers. Interesting trade. Good piece for Edmonton, adding DeAngelo, though. Hinostroza and Bogosian to Pittsburgh for two prospects by the looks of things. Interesting. It's an interesting trade. I mean, they get a winger, which they definitely would need, but Bogosian, depending on his contract right now, Victor Rask to Anaheim for looks to be two prospects and a sixth. Interesting. We might hit 10 wins by the deadline. Unlikely, but it could happen. Let's see if it will. We've got 4 games to do it, so let's see. All right, against New Jersey. Or, well, I guess let's see Toronto first. No, we lost there. Got destroyed. Ian McCoshen. Sure, to Winnipeg for a first and a prospect. 7-1 loss to the Maple Leafs. Unfortunate. New Jersey, can we get a win out of them? No, a 7-0 loss. Oh, man. Nashville in a back-to-back with Nashville and Boston. Let's see. Come on, why is this sim taking forever? 8-1 loss against Nashville. So in the past 3 games, we've been outscored 22 to 2. Uh, nice. Nice. Ryan Ellis to New Jersey. Okay. Um, yeah. Clearly Nashville didn't need him if they just absolutely destroyed us like that. Um, looks like the Capitals might be first in the league, and we aren't going to get 10 wins by the deadline. Wonder if we'll get 10 wins by the end of the season. Let's see who's in first in the league right now. The Islanders with 82. They just surpassed the Caps. And the Ducks actually, 40 wins. All right, 8-53-2 at the deadline. Perfetti leading the way with 48 points. Obviously, we are last in the league, without a doubt in my mind. Let's see, Wolf has grown in overall, not bad. Byfield has not, though. So Wolf with 37 points. Interesting. He's not doing as good as he was last season. Definitely not scoring as many goals. Perfetti with obviously the 48 points. It's a new career high for him in goals, though. I'd say he's probably still on pace to get around that 65 to 70 point mark. See, Quinton Byfield has already surpassed his career high from last season in his rookie year. So I think it evens out. Like, I think that line, or it does make that line better with Byfield playing on it. Well, it definitely helps Byfield, but it seems like it may not help Wolf all that much. And Wolf being a sniper, literally having the least goals on that line is a little worrisome. I believe he had the lowest. Yeah, he does. So, I mean, all three of them should be hitting 20 goals this year, which is nice, to be fair. Out of one line getting 60 goals, you can't really complain about that. To be fair, our second line isn't doing that bad. 11 with 20 points, almost 30 points for Howell, and 14 for Bidden, which, why do I think that's more than last year? It is. So, surprisingly enough, without Quinton Byfield, he's doing better. What about our third line? 8 points for Berka, 9 points for Vierling, 9 points for Hayes, and then our fourth line, DeMarchi, with 3. All right, let's check out the defense. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's a big thunderclap. 21 points for Victor Hadfield, 11 points for Webb, 12 points for Moore, 4 points for Frazier, 9 points for Gretz, and 15 points for Duncan, who's up to an 80 overall. Looks like he's the only one that has changed in overall. Interesting. Goalies, Lop, 886 save percentage. Meh, obviously. You don't expect him to have a great save percentage. Pirinen, I believe, is doing better than last season. Yes, he is. Well, that's good. 898. He's got more wins this season already. He's got a better save percentage and a better GAA, so he is getting better. Obviously, you like to see that. We'll take a look at the AHL later. I'm really not too worried about looking at the AHL right now because we've only got a few players. But let's check out the draft class to see what's going on here. Oh God, Modano and McKenzie both look pretty. Ooh, a gem for Modano. Interesting. Ooh, he is a goal per game right now. Wow. Okay, that's a heavy sniper then, clearly. 84 points in 45 games. 45 goals in 45 games. Okay, Russ Modano seems like an animal. And then Norm McKenzie with 31 points in 47 games as a defenseman isn't too bad. Wow. We've definitely got options in this coming draft by the looks. I think Tristan Hale looks to be a medium top 4. Ruben Cox might even be a medium elite. Well, that's going to be an interesting draft once we get to a Brookbank. Looks to be a medium backup. Not great, unfortunately. And I said I wasn't going to check the A, but I do want to check the A just because I want to check Pirinen, and I want to see how he is currently doing. Or sorry, not Pirinen, Chayka, my bad. He's got 29 points, Jesus. Minus 24, meh. Not bad. What about Bianchini? How's he doing? 14, meh. Not bad either. But there we go. Let's go back to the end, I guess, and we'll see what we can do here in the last little bit of the season. I guess that's really it. Obviously, I'm not making any trades. So, let's sim through the last of the calendar here. Let's get to the end of the season. Obviously, we ain't making the playoffs, so I don't really need to worry about that. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll get there one day, guys. We will. Um, I just got a really weird emergency alert on my phone. That's why I'm so phased right now. I thank God I had headphones in because that alarm was loud as hell. Jesus Christ. It's a really weird alarm though. You don't get those very often. Hey, I put my head down for like 20 seconds. We got 3 wins. We got one against the Stanley Cup winning St. Louis Blues, the Stanley Cup winning Washington Capitals, and then we beat the Oilers in a shootout. And to end off the season, I'm going to take a drink. Can we get 15 wins? Probably not. Mm-mm. Unfortunate. 13, 66, and 3 is our team. Oh my god, you can even see the playoffs now. EA. Props. That's really cool. I think that's a good ad. I really do. I think that's nice to see. So 66 points for Perfetti. So I was right. I said he was going to hit around that 65 to 70 point mark. So you can't complain about that. 66 points for him, 60 for Byfield, only 51 for Wolf, which, to be fair, he actually ended up leading our team in goals. Interestingly enough, let's see how he did. 51 points. Obviously, didn't quite get as many points as he did last season, although he had a better plus-minus, more assists, but he had 13 less goals. Interesting. So we'll keep an eye on him, of course. Liam Hobble, 4th on the team as that second-line center. 43 points is not bad. How's that compared to last year? 32 compared to last year, so that's pretty good. Hadfield led the way defensively with 31 points. I thought about using Gretz with Duncan, thinking that he was going to be able to put up the most points with Duncan, but maybe I should have put up Hadfield. 31 points is not bad. 11 with 30. Duncan with 20 points in his rookie season as a defenseman is not too shabby. Can't really complain. Leighton Moore with 19. Bitton with 18. Gretz with 15. Webb 13. Hayes 11. Berka 10. Bierling 9. Weiss, nobody cares. Frazier with 5. DeMarchi with 3. Matson, nobody cares. All right. At least it wasn't one of our players that had the least amount of points. And all right. Great improvement from Kari Pirinen, sorry. So you look at last season's stats, he had 4 wins, so he had double his wins this year. To be fair, he did play, to be fair, he played 9 less games and he had 4 more wins, so good for him. He had a much better save percentage and a much better GA. I mean, his average in the NHL is an .888 save percentage. His record is 12 and 100, so that's never going to be positive, but... And I have 4.67 GAA. That's crazy. And let's check out our prize rookie goaltender Lawrence Lopp. Not too bad. That's better than what Pirinen had last year. Although Pirinen was pushed right into a starting role last year, so that probably didn't help him all that much. But Lopp didn't grow any overall this season, but hopefully he will come this off season. Let's see. So Duncan was our prize rookie on the team. Obviously, he probably won't be winning a Calder Trophy this year, but you never know. Let's check around the league. McDavid led the way with 116, Cooch 106, Drat as well 106, Stamkos, and those are your 4 players with 100 or more points. Goals looks to be Cooch, 53 for Cooch, 50 for Line A, and then a 3-way tie with 47 on Tarasenko, Sega, and McDavid. Most assist goes to Braden Point with 75. Highest plus minus goes to Braden Point with 48. Let's check out the D. Let's see, 82 points for John Carlson, 8 point per game defenseman. He will for sure win the Norris. Miro Heiskanen was 76, 91 overall. Yeesh. That's the highest I've ever seen him grow. That's crazy. Josh Morrissey on Minnesota with 60. Interesting. He grew to an 85. Goaltenders, around the league. Jordan Binnington in Dallas as well now with a 920 save percentage. Looks to have led the league. He did. So probably a Vezina out of Binnington. And the rookie skaters, let's see him. Marco Rossi with 43 points. So not a great rookie class this year in all fairness. Although this guy, Colton Harkins, had 39 points but 24 goals. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe there's a prize goalie out there. Let's see. Hunter Jones, probably not you. Lawrence Lopp was the goalie that played the most games. Best stats is argued between Point and Alnefeld. Colton Point and Hugo Alnefeld, sure. Is that Braden Point's brother? I don't know if Braden Point has a brother or not. Maybe, I'm really not sure though. Alright, well, yeah, that's the NHL season for us. And we're 35 minutes in, my lord. Did not expect this episode to go like this. I figured I would have moved through quicker throughout the start of the episode, but my bad. As we sim to the draft, I'm going to take another drink because I need it, because I do plan on doing the draft in this episode. I mean, I could probably end it, but I feel like maybe not. Well, Edmonton, though. Draisaitl with a cup puts a smile on my face. That actually really does. That's awesome. And we got nudged again. We're down to third. I mean, that should be okay to get one of those players, but again, we moved down to third, although it's better than moving down to fourth this year. But lucky Calgary moving from 5 to 1, and lucky Carolina not only having that Vegas pick, but also moving from 6 to 2. So, they're happy, obviously. Carolina, man. I don't know how they're getting those picks. I mean, they had 2 lottery picks in that draft. I just don't get it. Let's see. Houston retirees. Kessel, Bergeron, Perry, Burns, Dustin Browner. Love that, man. Keith Yandel, Wayne Simmons, Wow, okay. This is crazy. A lot of players retiring this year. Kessel only 36, and he's retiring. I mean, I say only 36, but Kessel, pretty good career. Almost 600 goals. Probably could have played another 2 seasons to get and would have got those 600 goals. 1,250 points in 1,406 games is not bad. From Phil the Thrill. Bergeron, though, as a Duck, that's gross. Corey Perry as a Canuck, that's gross. Burns did retire as a Shark, a very good defenseman, obviously. Browner in Winnipeg, interesting. Yandel as a Panther, not bad. Wayne Simmons as a Canadian. Byfuglien as a Knight. Yes, I know it's not Byfuglien. Bobby Ryan in Carolina. Ryan Suter in LA. Interesting. James Neal in Winnipeg. Zuccarello in Edmonton. He just won a cup. Oh, wait, he was playing in the AHL. Please tell me he was playing in the NHL that season. Come on. Yeah, he was. Good for him. All right, there you go. Zuccarello goes out on a cup win. Well, that's cool to see. Gio going out as well. Arguably one of the 2 of the best current undrafted players going out. Andrew Ladd, Brandon Dubinsky, Tyler Johnson, Eric Johnson, Carl Soderberg. How about goalies? Let's see. Fleury in Dallas as well. Lundqvist gone in Ottawa. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately for Lundqvist, I don't think he was able to win a Stanley Cup. Let's see. I want to check his playoff stats. Let's see. Nope, not preseason playoffs. Eesh. Last time he was in the playoffs was 16-17. Played another 7 years. Couldn't even make the playoffs in those 7 years. That's unfortunate. Poor guy. Well, that sucks. Man, that sucks. 42. Pecorine, Craig Anderson, Corey Crawford, Quickie. Obviously, we had Quickie, though. Mike Smith, Schneider, Carter Hutton. Pretty decent goalies going down as well. And, guys, we are 40 minutes into this episode. I think I'm going to end the episode here. I think in the next episode we will we'll take a look at the or we'll do the draft. Sorry, we'll go through the off season. We might take a look around the league. I wonder how many draft picks I have. No, we're gonna do the draft in this episode. No, we're just gonna keep to the regular schedule of going through season by season. We'll keep it that way. So let's see. You have gotta be fucking joking me. You've gotta be kidding me. Come on. No! Medana was projected second earlier in the season, and McKenzie was projected third, so I was, it was pretty likely I was gonna get one of them, but now they're projected 1 and 2, which means I might not get either of them. Oh no, what a disaster. Russ Medano is unreal. I mean, Norm McKenzie's pretty good too, but Russ Medano is unreal. Had 57 goals in 65 games with the Ottawa 67s. Fuck, man. God damn it. Damn it. Why? Why can't I win a lottery? Oh, no. Why did Wolf go down in overall also? Byfield went up 2. Perfetti didn't change. Duncan went up 2. Wolf went down 1. Like, what the hell? Oh, God. Lops up 3. That's not bad. Oh, man. God damn it. We don't have any extra draft picks this year either. Oh no, I gotta pray. I'm not gonna be able to make that trade go through without trading one of our good prospects realistically, or more draft picks, which I don't want to trade draft picks. We gotta pray. One of Russ Medano or Norm McKenzie does not get picked. Calgary, please don't pick one of them, please. Russ Medano went first. He is very good. 82 overall out of the draft at 18 years. This dude's shot is incredible. Oh my god. 92 across the board. What do you mean? That's unreal. Oh my god. Oh, Carolina. That's also cool. It shows when your next pick is, when you're gonna be, or when you click sim to pick. Oh man. I'm not looking. Sim pick Carolina, please take that Zabaro Wolteski or whatever his name was. Please. I'm not looking. Please. Damn it, Norm McKenzie. No. Damn it. 79 out of the draft. A good two-way defenseman, and we will not be able to draft either of those two players out of the OHL. We're going to have to move down in the draft. God damn it. We're going to have to go with Tristan Hale. He looks to be the next pick. Oh my gosh, man. Not WHL. I tried going to OHL. Yeah. Looks like Tristan Hale is the pick. Fuck. Damn it, that sucks. Nobody even wants to get rid of their picks. I'm gonna trade to Chicago if I can. I'm gonna try and get a pick back as well. Damn it. Oh wait, no, I don't need to add picks. I want one of theirs though. Damn it, that sucks. Let's see if I can get that San Jose third next year. That should go through, right? Really? Come on. Man, that sucks. Alright, let's, can we get Vancouver's third then? It does have less value. No, okay. And the next pick would be a fourth, right? San Jose's. I guess we'll go with their fourth. If this doesn't go through, I'm not going to be able to get another pick. Wow. Is this going to go through? Oh, that's crazy how I couldn't get another pick for that. That's unreal. I mean, I know they didn't want to move, but God, man. Hextall. Piero Zabotal. Tarnaski. 79, medium elite. Man, that's really disheartening, I gotta say. Tristan Hale, probably, I mean, he's a pretty good defenseman. Looking to be a medium top four by the looks of things. Yeah, 77 overall, though. Okay, can't complain about that. And he is a lefty, so that's nice as well. But, again, I can't lie. That really sucks that we didn't get one of the top two picks. That really does. Carolina's the 15th draft pick, which would I even be able to get to one of the other players or some of the other players that are projected to go in this first round? There's a 10th and 11th, probably not. I mean, I could get Ruben Cox, who might be a medium elite. Maybe. Don't really know much about him, though. You know, let's see, out of curiosity, Carolina. You want to get rid of your pick? It's got a decent amount of value. Do you want to take my second rounder? No, they don't. That's not going to go through. Yeah, okay, well, that's not happening then. Let's sim to our pick in the second round. We'll go back and see who went that we missed out on. Messier, medium elite, interesting. I'm just looking for Cox, really. He was a medium top six. Okay, well, I mean, it could have been worse. Let's make our pick, and we'll see what we can get here. In the O, do we go with Murray Quick? I think so. Murray Quick from the Barrie Colts. Let's see. He is a medium top six, 65 out of the draft. That's not too bad. We'll sim to our next pick, which is our third rounder, of course. Doesn't look like there's anybody projected to go early for us. I guess we can take Brookbank. Yeah, might as well. Although there's three medium elite players I kind of want to take a look at. Russell Wall. Interesting. Trent Panay. Sure. Carl Riddle. Lawrence MacArthur. Oh, no, I don't want to look at MacArthur. But Riddle actually looks like he might be a medium elite defenseman. And I don't think we really need a goalie. So we're going to go with Riddle. I don't think I'll be able to get Riddle with my pick in the next round, though. He is a medium elite. Yeesh. 49 overall is not great. We have the 97th pick. We might have been able to get him at this pick, but I think it was better we just went for him there. Trent Panay we could still get, though. We might as well go for him. Is he going to be medium elite? No. Okay. Medium top 9 grinder isn't fantastic by any means, but what can you do? Let's see the O. Low top 6 and Miles O'Sullivan. I'm just going to take him. He looks to be the best player on the board. That was not great. A low top 9, 58 overall. Medium top 6. Medium top. What am I saying? I just meant to say we were in the 6th round. That's all I was trying to say. I said I don't need a goalie, but he looks to be the best player for us because none of our scouts know how to scout, clearly. Swanson, though, a medium French, 50 overall. Again, not a great pick. And that's really, really not a great draft. Let's go for Van Allen because he's a medium elite. Joseph Van Allen, he'll probably be a bottom 6. Yep. All right. Well, that draft was not nice, to say the least. That was not a fantastic draft by any means, which I gotta say, that was really disheartening. Oh, man. We've got coaches to sign, and we've got scouts to sign. All right, we will get to them in a few minutes. Obviously, I'm going to be ending the episode after we check out the awards real quick because 50 minutes, already. Edmonton wins the Cup. Anaheim won the Presidents, and Anaheim and Columbus battled it out in the final. McDavid with the Art Ross and the Hart. Jesus, kid's unreal. Kid's unreal. Carlson with the Norris, his second Norris in the past 4 seasons. Braden Point with the Lady Byng. Marco Rossi with the Calder. McDavid with the Conn Smythe. Binnington with the Vezina. Alright, Binnington with the Jennings as well. Victor Hadfield won the Bill Masterton. Not nice. We've had 2 players the past 2 years when it actually Fortunate's won it for us too, but that doesn't count. Something Pratt. The Jack Adams goes to S. Pratt of the New York Islanders, though. McDavid went to Selke. Interesting. Ted Lindsay went to McDavid, and the Maurice Richard went to Cooch. So McDavid cleaned up this year. Players and team awards. Alright, guys, that'll be it from me in this episode. I'm going to do some re-signing here in a minute. And, that'll be it. Tune in for the next one, where we will take a look around the league. We will probably get the entire season simmed as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.